Hi, this is Tarik Rashid. This is part two, project management. There's a concept called earned value analysis. In the first part, we went through the theoretical part, the definition of earned value analysis and other terminologies related to it. And now we are going through the example, which is a practical numerical example. So example, let's say if you are an engineer or a project manager, you have started to design 5 architectural building plans in 5 weeks for $5,000. Right after 2 weeks, one architectural design is completed for 2,750. So try to find out BCWP, BCWS, ACWP, SPI, CPI, SV, and cost or CV. So these are the terminologies that we learned about them in the first class. This is budget cost work performed. This is budget cost work scheduled. This is actual cost work performed. This is schedule performance index, cost performance index, schedule variance, and cost variance. So now I'm trying to analyze the project. For example, the total plan duration was 5 weeks, it says, and total budget is 5,000. That's total budget for 5 tasks and for 5 weeks. That's understandable. And we try to find out all these EVA, earned value analysis, at the week two. So at the point week two, now it says that actual work completed, it was one architectural design completed. That means 1/5 because we have 5 tasks. 1/5 is completed. So 1/5 means 20% of the total work is finished. Okay, so and physically we spent 2,750 for that program. So let's see. Now, so to find out actual work performed, so it is 2,750, that's in question says. So the part that you completed for 2,700, that's the actual physical cost for it. And budget at completion, so the total budget is 5,000 for 5 weeks. Now, if we try to find budget cost work scheduled, what we should have done, we'll take the total budget multiplied by time elapsed. We are at the week two, total weeks, 5 weeks, 2/5 multiplied by 5,000. So we should have done 2,000 at the week two. So we have week one and week two. The plan was to finish 2 tasks, but we only finished 1 task. So we should have done 2 tasks. So that is the budget cost work schedule. Okay. And budget cost work for performed, it is the total budget multiplied by completed task. So the completed task was one design over 5 designs multiplied by 5,000. So it means 5,000 multiplied by 0.2, 1/5, which is 0.2. And budget cost work performed is 1,000, but we should have done 2,000. I mean, the schedule was for two. So now, see, this is now easy. We found ACWP, we found BCWS, we found BCWP, and now it's simple calculation. CV equals BCWP minus ACWP. That is by minus cost variance. So we are over budget because one task finished within 2 weeks. We should have done 2 tasks. And now for schedule variance, BCWP minus BCWS, which is 1,000 minus 2,000. Again, we are behind schedule, as you can see from this analysis. So likewise, we can do cost performance index, that's the ratio, that's less than 1. So over budget again, overspent. And if we do SPI, which is BCWP over BCWS, it'll be 0.5. Again, we are behind schedule. If it's 1, then we are safe. So that's the results that we found it. And now, if we try to see that's the actual cost spent for one task, this is the budget cost for one task, but we did only one task. We should have done two tasks. So this, I mean, we done only this part, budget cost, but we should have done two tasks, 2000, but we done one task, one design for 2,750, the physical actual spending on that task. So that is the idea of EVA, which is a simple example, and hopefully it was useful and enjoyable.